the tent, sometimes it helps, if you're short like me, to stand on the interior running board inside the front doors. There are 4 latches, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and you access them by first removing this carabiner, which acts as the safety clip to keep the latch from popping open. Lift up the bottom of the latch, pull the hook off of the top of the latch, and reattach the carabiner so it doesn't get lost. Once you've got the front latches unhooked, move to the back and unhook the latches in the back. Stand on the bumper if you need a little bit of extra height. Some tents have a different style of latch with a button instead of a carabiner. You'll also find these latches on the sides toward the back of the tent instead of at the very back. To open up this latch, press the button on the bottom part of the latch and lift up until you can release the hook at the top. Once all 4 latches are open, push up on the tent and it will open the rest of the way by itself. If it's raining, for a little extra rain protection, pull this flap down over the edge of the tent. Once the tent is open, stored inside, you'll find a telescoping ladder to access the tent, as well as 4 awning poles to create awnings out of the doors. Stand on the interior running board to remove the ladder from the tent. Take it out of its bag. Pull the ladder upward to extend it fully. You may need to hold the last rung with your foot while you do this. Hook the top of the ladder into the loops just below the tent door. Please note that you cannot use the sliding door underneath the ladder. The tent doors turn into awnings using the poles stored inside the tent. Slide the flat end into the hole on the outside of the tent underneath one corner of the door. Bend it backward and hook it into the grommet on the corresponding corner of the door flap. Do the same for the opposite side. Once both poles are in place, the poles will hold the door rigid to form an awning. To close the tent, first lift the flap if you've put it down for extra rain protection. Make sure there's nothing in the corners underneath the shocks inside the tent. This could prevent it from closing. Collapse the ladder by pulling it off of the tent and pushing the buttons on each rung toward the center. The last rung does not collapse. Keep your fingers on the black parts of the ladder to avoid pinching. Attach the Velcro strap and replace the ladder in its bag. Find the hooks at the top of the ladder. Then, when you place it inside the tent, make sure these hooks face down into the mattress. Pull the strap on the front of the tent until the front part of the lid meets the bottom. You may need to push on the lid a little bit. Pull the strap on the back until the lid is fully closed. Tuck in all of the tent material that is sticking out of the sides. Make sure you tuck the straps in too. Once everything is tucked in, you're ready to relock the latches. If your tent has the button style latches, lift the loop, hook it at the top, and press the bottom until the lock engages. If your tent has the carabiner style latches, unhook the carabiners, reattach the latches, reattach the carabiners,